Hello and welcome to an episode with C-TOS. Today we're doing the Oconee Forest Park, the School of Forest Resources at the University of Georgia, near the town of Athens. Today is a nice crisp day, the 1st of November 2025. As you know, we are deep into fall and the colors of the trees and all the leaves will start falling off, giving way to winter. A little bit more detail is that the entrance for this park is $3.35 for the first hour, and I think it's $1 or $2 any additional hour. So I did it for 1 hour. We're trying to get as much time as possible here for coming back. There's a lot of activity this morning. Folks are outside playing tennis, cricket. Again, this is part of the University of Georgia complex. It's not free. $3.35 for the first hour. Beautiful day today. It's a low upper 50s, low 60s. Again, beautiful day, nice weather. Can't get better than this. So nice, crisp air, cool air of fall. There's a nice sunlight. Take a look at that. You see that? I thought that was real. That's really good. Again, very nice day today. If I was 20 years younger, I will enroll in this university just to come in and go for a walk. 20 years younger, probably a little bit late, off, well off. Because I think this university is one of the most prestigious ones, and therefore you have to have some paper, if you know what I mean. To keep up with this demand for that, Again, doesn't get better than this. So yeah, we just started the month nice today. We will try to keep up with these trips, and we will figure things out together. So by the time you're watching this, it's probably gonna be December time frame, second week of December, and by that time, hopefully, with your help, of course, we're gonna set up some plans for the next year. Again, that will depend greatly on how good the input is for the channel. It has been pretty positive this year, and I appreciate each and every one of you for that. And it depends greatly on how much are we able to get things done. It's a little bit tight on the budget. here. This reminds me of another park near Athens here. That's one of the nice thing about this part of Georgia. There's so many places here that you can come in for a walk. So I remember another park, as I mentioned before, that was pretty long. It's it was Sally or Sandy Park here nearby Georgia. I'm gonna probably look at it and my editor can do the updates accordingly. So yeah. Let me see down here. Again, very expensive. As I mentioned before, budget is a little bit tight right now. So we're trying to figure out what we can do and monitor, of course, how much the money is gonna, not the money, but the channel is gonna vote for the next year. By the time you're watching this, hopefully everything's sorted out. As the plan is that and get better than this. Look at that beautiful lake. I'm also gonna put the name of the lake. My editor, please include that inside this video. It's a subtitle once I start publishing or editing it. Sorry. So yeah. Again, nice weather, nice and cool. $3 for 1 hour. Yeah. Can live with that, and I'm gonna lose a limb out of that. Otherwise, I probably won't even start making videos. That's the case. It is what it is. Okay, so we still have I don't know, probably 50 minutes left for us to walk around. So if I find something of interest, I will make another clip sharing with you what I see. I noticed there's still spiders around, even though last night it dropped down to 30 something. It's been the coldest Halloween from where I live. So that means hopefully, or it depends on your point of view. That's also a thing. The winter may be kind of frigid down here, but who knows? Maybe not. Something for sure, the weather patterns are a little bit out of whack, so we'll see about that. Again, many spots here to just sit down and just stare at the lake all day. I bet many students come here just to sit down and probably review, sit down, read a book, or taking notes, or just doing their cardio for their athletic activities. Yeah, very proactively, many people are here just running, playing tennis. Lots of everyone from all walks of age gaps, just enjoying the day. doing their cardio. And it's almost 11, well, it's already past 11, so I guess they do this before going for lunch, right? I'm definitely doing it before lunch. I mentioned in another video what type of food you try to eat once you're out, finish up hiking. So the question still stands, and I haven't seen any comments in that other video. If you already did, you can skip that question. But if you're first time watching this video and you see the other video, you can answer that question. What do you eat after you finish up your hike? Or you prefer to eat before you go into a hike? That's still valid. Alright, let's keep going. I'm definitely doing my cardio today, because if you can't get going down there, I had to turn around anyway. So I currently do double the trail I wanted to do today, which was just one full mile. Probably do 2.5 miles, because I'm really off trail here. So I'm using old roads now, see where they take me. We're gonna turn around here. When I see any different, I'm just gonna start recording again when I see another trail. In the meantime, enjoy this. See you later. Okay, so once you get, when I was walking on the lake, I take a right, and we're supposed to go down here. There's a big pier in the intersection, so this is the spot. So we have been walking, probably gonna be 50-minute mark sometime a little while ago. I wanted to do a 23-minute walk, so I probably added another 10 minutes, a total of 33 minutes. So we still have ways to go to this main loop, which overall is 1 to half a mile to 1 mile according to all trails. That's a small cabin there. I don't know if that's for use or it's just for decoration. I don't know what is in there. It doesn't signal anything. Well, it looks like a nice cabin in the woods next to a lake. This whole line is probably cost an arm and a leg. That's why they're probably charging for parking. One, because they want to keep this maintained, and two, probably because they want to avoid people abusing that system and camping indefinitely. So unfortunately, that's something that people abuse. People really need it versus people that abuse it. That's a hope for debate, you know. So yeah, I just musing here and rambling a little bit. Some greenery still. See some greens. So probably by mid-November, this whole thing is gonna completely be laid bare, or all the colors are gonna change. I don't know how much of these trees are perennial. Again, I'm not a botanist or anything, but the more time you grow older, it's more kind of like I've grown fond of looking at trees and all the nature. Alright, let's keep going before I start rambling again. I have another topic to discuss later. Alright, we're climbing a little bit here. So I noticed there's a small hill here. So we're climbing a little bit. As I mentioned before, this whole park is a little bit more bigger, way bigger than all trails is showing. So this trails all over the place, so you have to have the app handy. I almost turned in the wrong turn again. So again, this is recommended for this park. Also, there's a little bit of on brand that I have been lost before. in parks like this one, they have a lot of small trails. Most of them is for people that use bikes or bicyclists. So this is a nice broad trail itself. It looks more for service vehicles than simply just people walking around. But again, you're a cyclist. I don't know if you're allowed to ride your bicycle here, but to me it looks like one. Again, this is in the middle of a college campus, so be aware, watch your speed limit, be nice with people over here. You will be fine. It has been so December. We have been, by the end of December, specifically the 26th of December, that's where I post my first video. And I actually had that video, a couple of these videos that you see the early on this channel were in my other channel, which I have kept way before this channel. So the other channel was kind of like just recording me playing video games. This is part of the topic of this channel. I keep that opportunity to play video games a little bit on the background, but this here is why I keep, doing what I do. This is the thing that I really love. And again, this was not something I used to do even in my 20s. I mentioned many times before, this is part of why I decided to start doing the channel, because I want to motivate people to go outside, and also sharing with people because it feels good to share. And sometimes people say some things that are very useful. I think 99.9% of the time. And sometimes I think I have counted once or twice people that really have nothing. Well, to me, in my opinion, they were bored. They're trying to stir up stuff, but I really don't care about any of that. Yeah. So yeah, this is an example of this other trails that go off this specific trail. Say no bikes on this trail, so that answered my question here. There was just in this pole, I don't know if you can see it. So you go down there or you go over there. Make sure you have your old Trails app handy so you know where you're going and where you're supposed to be going or where you're coming from. And the nice thing about this park is that they have these emergency booths every probably 1,000 feet, 0.2 miles, every 0.2 miles. I think that's a good assessment. Well, yeah, it's been that's one of the things I wanted to share with you, is that if you want to open your channel, make sure you stick to your topic. So one of the things that probably many channels don't do is that they don't want to. For example, this channel, I have not shown my face yet, so I probably have shown it, but you never know. It's probably hidden somewhere. And I'm probably gonna be, after I reach a few milestones, which I maybe discuss later, who knows. But like I said before, it's not about the journey, it's about it's about the journey, not about the end. So yeah, I'm rambling now. So what I mentioned it before is that I reached by December, by the time you're reaching the 26th, this year, I'll be 9 years doing this travels and sharing with all my friends on YouTube. And to all of you, thank you so much for sharing that information If you are sharing that with everybody else, I appreciate it. But again, I am all for just doing this lifestyle, because something I have learned to love way past my 20s, which I wish I had that level of passion for going out and hiking when I was younger. But I'm still healthy, so that's a good bonus. All right, with that, I'm probably gonna wrap it here. Thank you so much for sticking up with me. Again, safe travels, and see you all in the next adventure. From the Oconee Forest Park here in University of Georgia in Athens. Thank you so much for watching. Safe travels. See you all in the next adventure. Have a good one. It's a small lake here. It's a lake view area. It's a containment lake, and actually it's like a pond, not a lake. But still beautiful. Nice spot to sit down. It's a small structure over there. I don't know if this is for restrooms or anything, just a shack, storage shack. Yeah, I think there's a small bench over there, so there's a nice spot there to sit down and eat something. Just staring at the lake. Fishing will be nice. Alright, catch you later. Well, the next 0.1 miles, you're already here. We're gonna be walking through this parking lot. So with that, thank you so much for watching. As mentioned before, safe travels. And let's go eat something. Have a good one. Bye.